Hey guys, I'm doing a makeup tutorial because I had a lot of requests to do it. So when I first get ready, I always clean my lashes because I have lash extensions. Wash those, brush them out, and then I always tone my face first thing when I wake up in the morning. I like to use concealer to cover up my acne because, as you can see, I have pretty bad acne scars and they're really red because I'm so pale. So I like to cover those up with concealer. That usually helps underneath my foundation just because you can't see them as well. I do have pretty bad acne scars on my face. And then I usually blend it out with my Eco Tool sponge. I get that really good. And then, as you'll see here soon, I go in with Estée Lauder Double Wear. It's my favorite. It's really full coverage. I like to shake it up, apply it all over my face. I usually put on the back of my hand, wipe the excess off my face, blend that in all over. Next, I go in with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I like to highlight my face. I like the look of having a bright under eye. So I guess I do wear a lot of makeup, but I like the way it looks. So I like to blend that out under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and then on my chin. And then I just take my sponge, blend that out really good. Then I like to use Urban Decay All Nighter Spray to set all of the foundation and concealer. I always do this before I use any powder, just because it helps control oil in the summer. And then I always use this peachy powder under my eyes, anywhere basically that I put the concealer, just because it helps control oil in the summertime, and I don't like my concealer under my eyes to cake up. So I'll do that, and then I'll go in with the Becca X Chrissy palette. I like the bronzer in this, and then I go down my nose, under my lip a little bit, and then I'll usually contour with this. I like it because it's just a little bit darker. And then I always use it on my forehead, down my neck a little bit, and then I just like to blend it on my chest. But as you can see, I'll use it on my forehead. I like a lot of bronzer just because I like to make myself look a little more tan in the summer. So I'll usually go a little heavy on my bronzer in the summertime. And then I'll use blush. I like to use the NARS palette that I got a while ago, and then the Becca one again. And then I'll go in with my brows. I like to use, I think it's called the Revlon Colorstay Brow Creator. It also has a powder in it, but I don't use the powder. I'll just use the pencil part. I use the color blonde. I've noticed if I use a little bit of a darker color, it looks a little too harsh for me, so I try and always use a blonde color. I'll always start with drawing a line underneath, and then I'll blend it up and kind of draw the line on top, but not too harsh. Draw it in a little bit, fill it in. Sorry, I kind of cut it off here so you can't see, but then I'll just kind of use a little pencil strokes in the front part by my eyes to make it more natural. And then here you can see, try and make it even with your eyes and your nose. Then you just use the spoolie and brush it up. And there's my brows. And then for eyeshadow, I just use a Morphe palette, and I like to blend in 3 different colors of browns on my eyelid. And then I will always finish off with highlighter from my Anastasia palette that Waylon broke. And then I always finish with the Urban Decay Setter Spray. Thanks for watching, guys.